has our favourite Chinese multi-hyphenate fashion plate been up to this week? Find out on the Yibo Weekly. Well, there's basically only one story this week, which is Paris Fashion Week. I said last week on this platform that there was no confirmed official, as far as I know, plans, but everybody was expecting him in Paris, and he was in Paris. And I love it when he just appears in another country, and I haven't had to wade through a billion airport videos. I did actually see one airport video this time with him being shoved around, but I don't know whether that was part of this trip or whether this was like a previous thing that for whatever reason somebody had put up. But whatever, people should stop crowding them in airports, all of them, all of these people, and people should absolutely stop posting the videos of them being crushed with a million phone cameras in their face. It's horrible. It's horrible. Can you imagine being that person? It's horrible. Leave them alone. Anyway, moving on. We had 3 shows in Paris this week. The last one was early yesterday morning, my time. So I don't know if he's still in Paris or if he's like disappeared into the wide blue yonder, back to China. No idea. There was, first off the cab off the rank, LOEWE. The next day there was LACOSTE, and then after a little bit of a gap there was Chanel. His looks for all 3 of them I really liked. I liked the look for the LOEWE show. He was wearing these really nicely shaped white trousers and this blue top with layering around the neck. It was lovely. His Lacoste show was sporty and fun. He had this stripy polo, and it was a bit inexplicable. It was layered over the top of what looked like an outside jacket, which had a hood, and it came down over, like it had thumb slits, so like the sleeves were attached to your hand, so it was like an all-weather thing, but he was wearing that under the polo, so that was a little inexplicable. And then he had some like orange tinted glasses, and in fact I think, if I remember rightly, he was wearing orange tinted glasses in one of the LOEWE bits as well. So orange tinted glasses must be the thing. And then for the Chanel shoot, for the Chanel show and the shoot beforehand, he wore this absolutely drop dead gorgeous long quilted mid-brown, I think suede jacket, coat, which was like, had a belt at the back, and it was tied off in this like classic trench sort of styling, and it had red lining, like a brick red, like clay red lining. It was gorgeous. Paired with, I don't know, I was just looking at the coat. Oh no, that's right. There was like a textured blue shirt and a black skivvy, and he had black trousers and black leather pants, and there was dark glasses in that outfit as well that were sometimes on and sometimes off. So the 3 looks were exquisite. I like the Chanel one the most. I always like the Chanel one the most because I'm boring and old, and Chanel do glamour like nobody's business. And Lacoste do kind of athlete, sporty, kind of vaguely preppy, and which is not my thing, but it's not my thing. And then LOEWE do weird, and sometimes the weird that LOEWE do is like interesting. And this time I did not like their show at all, and I know that there are, because they're trying to do different things, it's going to be divisive. That's like part of the deal. They certainly were. There was most to talk about, I suppose, with the LOEWE show. But I actually watched the show in real time, and literally, actually, not not hyperbole, but like literally was laughing out loud. The looks were so absurd to my eye, and they moved badly. Like a lot of the stills don't look as bad as to what it looked to me on the runway. On the runway, they looked terrible to me. So it's a taste thing, clearly, but I did not dig that. But nevertheless, I liked what yibo wore. But enough of me yabbering. Why don't we have a look at some pictures, because that's really what today is going to be. It's going to be looking at pictures of Wang Yibo. Let's go.
Hi guys, Yibo here. See you at the LACOSTE show on Sunday.
So let's just finish out with a little bit of other brand news. There was International Women's Day during the week, and a number of the brands dropped some things from that. A couple of them were quite cute. Some of them were a bit weird. LOEWE, who is one of the beer companies that yibo endorses, they did a photo shoot. They did a photo edit of a picture they've previously used of yibo, but they had like they had his hand holding a beer bottle, and I'm pretty sure that they had enlarged the beer bottle to make it look proportionate to yibo's hand, because yeah, that's always a concern because yibo has such big hands. But yeah, that was a bit funny. The other non-Fashion Week thing that happened during the week is that Banana Inn put out some photos of some new yibo in some black like loungewear, sort of pajamas, silky pajama set. I mean, I don't know if it was necessarily thought of as pajamas. It could just be like home clothes, but he looks very good in those. Nothing much else to say. I'm going to stop talking like that. This is less ramble than usual for me, but I'm going to have to leave myself time to edit all the photos into the video. So we're going to go out with a little bit of video of one of the shows. Yibo appearing at one of the shows, or leaving at one of the shows, or posing at one of the shows. I haven't picked it yet. It's been a very exciting week. So much happening, so much material, so many looks. I don't know what's coming up next. This is probably going to be nothing for months now, because that's what our lives are like. But I hope you're all well. I hope you've fed well this week. And I hope you have a wonderful Wangibo Wednesday.